So here I am it's in the morning, obviously, and I'm sitting down and I'm just reminiscing. I like thinking on the things that I do, on the things that I say, on how I touch people and how I speak to people, right? Um, for a stranger out there, I'm such a closed off person. I'm a cold person, but there are some strangers that see past that for some reason. They see past the exterior because in South Africa, as we all know, this is a dog country basically for women. Like it's survival of the fittest through and through. So you have to be careful with everything that you're doing. You have to be careful with where you're at. You have to be careful with your surroundings. You have to be careful with a lot of things, right? And despite that, like I don't know, for some reason, and not for some reason, but the hand of God seems to show itself all the time in my life. Um, and I always go back to, the parable of the lost sheep, like how Jesus said that he will always go after that one sheep that got lost, and leave the 99 that are not lost. And just he will make it his mission to go after that sheep that's lost and find it. And sometimes I'm lost. Like I'm somebody that likes to take self reflection. And every time I reflect on myself, it's hard for me to blame another person, for example, for anything that goes wrong in my life. Um, it's harder for me to blame the next person before I look at myself. I do a lot of self reflection. I do a lot of, looking inwards instead of pointing the finger outwards. I will always hold myself accountable for actions and behaviors because those are mine. Those are some things that I can evaluate and learn from and grow from, uh, and move on with my life. I think that's the most important thing a human being can do for oneself to look inward, to self evaluate, to self assess, um, before you go out into the world and blame everything that happens in your life that's wrong to the world, because sometimes it's not the world, sometimes it's you, sometimes you're the problem, sometimes you're the drama.